Hey everyone, I'm Mind, and this is set number 71811, Arin's off-road ninja buggy car from the March 2024 LEGO Ninjago wave. This set contains 267 pieces, 4 full minifigures as well as a Baby Riyu figure, and it will retail for $49.99 in the US. This set, of course, is not officially released until March 1st, 2024, but it was gifted to me early for review by the LEGO Group through the LEGO Ambassador Network, but all opinions expressed in this video are my own. I'm doing early reviews of all the March 2024 Ninjago sets right now. In fact, I already have quite a few up on my channel, so make sure to go check those out after this video if you haven't seen them yet. And let me know in the comments which March 2024 Ninjago set you want to see an early review on next. If you like this kind of content and you want to see more, make sure to like and subscribe. It does a ton to help support me in the channel, and also helps to put my videos in your feed as soon as they're posted. But now, with all that being said, let's get into the review. So this is probably the most controversial set of the wave, because when it was first revealed, from initial images and from the piece count that we got, this set seemed like the most overpriced set of all time. $50 for only 267 pieces is just bad straight up. Now, price per part isn't everything, but price per part is something, and it's rare that we get a price per part that bad in LEGO overall, but especially in Ninjago where there's no licensing fees or anything. So right off the bat, I was very skeptical of this set, even though I did like the overall look. But now building it up, actually having it in hand, it does make the price not seem as bad, but the price is still pretty bad. This is the first thing I'm talking about in this review. We'll go over the overview of everything in a moment, but I think that is the most important factor to discuss with this set, so that's why I'm talking about it now. But yeah, I will say this build does feel physically quite big. And if the set was actually $25 like the price per part indicates that it should be, this would feel big for $25. That being said, it is still absolutely not a $50 set. I think like $35 probably would have been perfect for this. $30 would have been a good deal, $35 would have made sense. But yeah, there is a lot of big pieces used here, and the final build is quite large. And we'll see in a moment, but there is quite a few minifigures in this set too. So I think $35 would have been the perfect price for this. But yeah, $50 is still ridiculous. I don't know what they were thinking. So that's the price discussion out of the way. I'll talk about it more at the end of this video. Now let's take a look at the actual set, ignoring the price, and see if it is actually a good LEGO set. Starting out the front of the buggy, there's actually a really unique shape here. I love the parts used, and the colors really pop. Bright orange is of course Arin's color, but I like that they mix it with dark blue all throughout the build. Because of course that's not a color he's really used on his suit yet. I guess it matches his jeans from his casual outfit. But I don't know, I feel like it makes the build more interesting than just doing an entire bright orange car. You can see there's some stickered parts right here, and they spell out the word fast in jargon. The use of the C-bound blade pieces is pretty nice too. They are quite tucked away, so like they're not super obvious on the build, but they do add to the build and definitely make it feel like a Ninjago vehicle. Bright orange is a very fun color for the actual wheel pieces. I don't think we've gotten that part in that color before. And the actual tires here are absolutely massive, which of course makes sense for a buggy, but it definitely helps this vehicle stand out. It's not often we get Ninjago vehicles with wheels of this size. I actually really like these bright orange texturing pieces on the side. Those are really amazing parts. And there's a little sticker next to Night Shield piece on each side too. And I guess that's probably meant to be a door handle to get into the car? Or some other sort of machinery. The windshield here is absolutely massive, and I think that's actually quite fun. And I appreciate that it's not just the windshield piece. They have a little bit built on top of it just to give it some extra detail. And there's yet another stickered piece right there, and that spells out the word danger in jargon. This hinge is open in a fun way too, you don't just remove it. You can see there's 2 ball joints right here, so that way you can move this up, and that gives you a much better look inside. It uses one of the Speed Champion's body pieces, so there is room to fit 2 minifigures in there. The one side has a steering wheel which can actually turn from side to side as well as be moved up and down. And then on the other side you guys can see there's a stickered console piece, which has a bunch of buttons and I guess a screen showing the road ahead. Here's how it looks to sit 2 minifigures in the buggy. You can see they fit quite comfortably side by side, and because of course this is a ninja vehicle, they made sure to leave enough room to fit the ninja's armor, which of course is very important. And then of course you can just close the windshield back up around them. I actually like how high up the minifigures are, because sometimes we get vehicles with like the minifigures really hidden inside, and there's no way they could actually look out the windshield. But no, I mean this makes sense. They fit in there quite nicely. Though you can see there is a little gap around the side. Personally, that doesn't bother me, but I know it does bother some people, so I always do try to point it out. Then we've got a ton of exhaust at the back, this like dark blue spoiler which uses Technic pieces, and there's 2 stickers on here. This one actually spells out Arin's name in a little circle. It uses Ninjargon, but all the letters are connected. That's not something I've seen them do before. Is this Ninjargon cursive, or is this just a stylized name? Either way, it's quite cool. I didn't realize what it was at first, but then I recognized the Ninjargon A right there, and I was able to figure out the rest. But yeah, that's just a little sticker placed on top. But the sticker on the other side is much cuter. It's a little Baby Riyu right here, who's like super stylized, and he's got these big giant eyes. I think it's absolutely adorable. Probably my favorite part of this set. And that's definitely Ninjargon right there, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm having a hard time translating this. I think the word Ryu is in there because that's definitely a U and that's definitely a Y. And I think that's probably an I, though it's not perfect. The middle one at the top is also probably an I. But yeah, it's a somewhat stylized font, so it doesn't match exactly. So I'm having a hard time deciphering it. Or you know what? Is it just sort of the square in the center, R-I-Y-U, and it just says Ryu, and then these are some symbols around the side? I think that's actually what it is. That's what was throwing me off. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. But yeah, regardless, very cute sticker. And then also up here we have some stud shooters, and I actually don't know if I've seen these stud shooters before. They fit a total of 3 studs, or I guess discs inside, and they've got these giant Technic axles coming out the back. But yeah, you just push in on them and they can shoot up to 3 each. So let's do that right now. 1, 2, 3. Stud shooters are always a fun play feature, and this is a neat way to mix up the stud shooter formula. You guys have to let me know in the comments, is this new for this set? Or is it from another theme I just don't recognize? Or am I just not remembering something I have reviewed before? Regardless, they fit in well here. And then around the back we have the suspension, and this is actually really good. So you can see very obviously there's a spring piece right there, and that does allow the buggy to bounce up and down, which just gives so much more life to the build and makes it way more fun to play with. That's great to see here. But then these back wheels can also change level a little bit too, so that way it's easier for the buggy to like go over different types of terrain. Like for example, if I put my hand on the ground right here, all 4 wheels are still touching the ground when I do this, because the back wheels are able to adjust to get onto my hand. And then one last thing back here that I didn't actually point out yet, is that there's a little bit of purple used in a few places on this build. You can see it right here, and the same parts are also used in the same color at the front. And I don't know, that's a small thing, but that color being there I actually do quite appreciate, because that is just a tactic part and it's not super obvious. But it helps make the build more unique, and it's not necessarily an ugly color either. I think the purple fits in well with the dark blue, and helps to break up the overall build a little bit more. And then finally, if we flip the buggy over, here's how it looks on the bottom. You have these giant hook blades, and these are all new pieces for this wave. They also come on the Kai climbing mech, and these look cool from the top when it's just driving along. Maybe you can use them as weapons, but there is also a little transformation here. You're able to take this piece completely off, it all connects to one section, throw it out the back, and then just like the Kai's climbing mech, this is a hook accessory. You can use it to grab onto things or to hang from something. And yes, the entire buggy is able to hang from the hooks, which of course is great to see. So yeah, I do think this set is fun. If it was $35, like I said, I'd be like, okay, this is a good one to pick up, great vehicle. But of course, as we discussed, it is not that price. Very impressive model and one I'm very happy with, but whether or not you think the price is worth it, that's something you'll have to figure out. But of course, we still haven't looked at everything in this set, so now let's move on to the minifigures, and then I'll give you my overall thoughts. So here are the first 2 minifigures in this set. We have Climber Cole and we have Arin, and Climber Cole is honestly probably the biggest reason to get this set. Because he is, unfortunately, exclusive to this set, and he is the only minifigure exclusive to this set, but this is an all-new suit for one of the main ninja, so if you want to complete the suit line, you kinda have to get this set. That is very unfortunate to see, because yeah, as I've stated, this set is incredibly overpriced. I wish there was an alternative way to get this guy without buying the entire set, but it's really just this or wait for him to show up on the aftermarket, which I can't imagine he's going to be cheap there if this is the only set he comes in. There's a chance if you wait, this guy will come out in the summer wave, because we don't really know what the full details of that are yet, but rumor is there is going to be new suits in that wave, so I doubt we're going to get this one again. The actual minifigure itself, though, is very interesting. He uses this all-new armor piece that all the climbing suits use, but he's a little bit different than the other ones, because most of them, they use their secondary color on their armor. So for example, on Kai, he has red as his main color and dark red as his secondary color, so the top of his hood is red, but his armor is dark red. For Cole, though, no, they didn't do that. In fact, Cole only really uses 2 colors on the entire suit, that being orange and black, and then the other colors are ones that all the ninja use, so they're not specific to Cole. It does create a weird divide between the different suits, how every ninja has 3 colors except for Cole, but I have to say, I think I might prefer the way that Cole does it. Because yeah, the armor and hood fit together so much better when the colors actually match. I will say the orange on the arms maybe feels a little bit bright for this type of suit, but I think it works fine. And the like straps and buckles on Cole are in dark tan, while on a lot of the other ninja it's actually dark gray. But you know, I think the dark tan actually fits in really well, especially on top of the black. This might be one of the climber suits I prefer. The orange is probably the most out of place thing here just because it is very vibrant, and these suits for most of the ninja I think are a little bit darker, but I think this is my favorite armor and hood combination. That looks really good. In terms of accessory, by the way, you can see both of these guys come with this new hook piece. That's an all new part for this wave, and they come in basically every set. But yeah, they're climbing hooks to go with the climber suits, so it's nice to get 2 of them here. Here's how Cole looks with his armor and mask removed, so you can see his full face print as well as his full torso print. Face print is just the same one from the first Dragons Rising wave. And around the back, there's actually a little bit of white, or is that silver? That is silver, okay. But combined with the metallic gold ropes and his original symbol right there, that looks quite nice. And you can see he does have dark gray detailing down here, so yeah, I guess he does technically have a 3rd color in that dark gray, but it's interesting that it's a lot less prominent on him compared to the other ninja suits. Just a quick comparison, here's Jay from one of the other sets. He has dark blue in the armor, dark blue arms, and dark blue in the background of his torso, while his belt and undershirt are bright yellow. So yeah, Cole sort of messes with that formula, but I do think I still like it. And here's how he looks all armored up with his dragon power eyes. And then coming to Arin, he is still unfortunately the same figure from the first wave. I would have loved to get a new climbing suit for Arin, but all I did was give him a hook. They didn't change the minifigure at all. I will say I do really like this minifigure. I think it's a great ninja suit. I like how he has the hoodie that doubles as a ninja suit. And it's nice to have more ways to get Arin. But yeah, a new suit that matches the rest of the ninja would have been really nice here, and it's unfortunate that he doesn't get it, because he is like one of the new main characters of the show. He has an entire set that's all about him. It's a shame that the Cole figure's the draw of this set, not the Arin figure, because I think he deserves more of the spotlight. Here's how he looks with the armor and hood removed though. And there's looked his back towards the print as well, where it says his name in NINJAGO. So good minifigure, but he's also a fairly common one, and he comes in other sets. So I wish we got something new here. Then coming to the villain minifigures, here are the two in this set. We have Cinder and we have a Wolf Mask Warrior. Cinder is of course the new Master of Smoke from Dragons Rising Season 2, and he is an amazing minifigure. Now once again, he's actually not exclusive, and he's far from exclusive. He comes in what, 4 sets total? And this isn't even the cheapest way to get him. So while I do appreciate him coming in more sets, once again, he doesn't do too much to like increase the value of this set, because it's not really too hard to get him in other places. He does come with this really cool accessory though, and I think this is the cheapest way to get that part, unless you're counting the 4+ set. But yeah, this is an all-new molded sword piece for the March wave, and it's dual molded in gunmetal gray and trans red. And that just looks so cool. It's being powered up by the blood moon, and it looks like it's swinging through the air. What an amazing new part, and I'm happy to get that here. Cinder himself too looks incredible. The like general outfits look amazing. I especially love like the fluffy coat design at the top, and this like lighter blue that they use on the torso pops so much. Same thing with the Wolf Mask Warrior. These are really cool villain designs. Very samurai-esque armor, especially around the back too. And then his hairpiece is the Lego Batman movie Joker hairpiece, but in gray. And that's an all-new recolor of that part for 2024. And of course it fits the element of smoke, right? Like it's rising in the air. There's a full look at the face print, by the way. On one side he's got like a somewhat neutral smirk, and on the other side he's got a more angry expression and the smoke's covering his face. And both of those are quite good. This is a transparent black head, by the way, which is really cool. Probably my favorite part about this figure. But unfortunately, his face is a little discolored because it's a lighter print on a darker piece. That works fine on this figure. It's not like the biggest deal, but that wasn't Lego's intent, so I still did want to point it out. And then the Wolf Mask Warrior is far from exclusive. He comes in so many sets. He is just one of the generic villains of this wave, but these are really good designs for generic villains. Incredible dual molded mask piece, and the Wolverine claws are amazing accessories to get. Plus, the Legacy Skull Kid armor in dark blue is honestly a fun color for that part. And he's got a really cool double-sided head too, where on one side he's like powered up with his blue energy, and the other side he's more normal. But on both sides he has like this silver crown and these silver teeth. So yeah, neither of these are like big draws to get this set. I guess Cinder if you don't have him yet and you don't want the smaller set that he comes in. But I do still appreciate getting both of them here. They are quite good minifigures. And then the final figure in this set isn't actually a minifigure. It is the Baby Riyu figure, and it makes me very sad to say, but this might be the last set to ever come with this figure ever. Because Baby Ryu's grown up now, there's an entire set of a bigger Ryu this wave. I'm honestly kind of surprised this guy came in a set at all, but I appreciate them giving us one final way to get the smaller version of this guy. It is the same exact one from the first wave, but it is super cute. I love the striking green eyes, the little dark blue spots, and this mold is just an amazing piece. If you've never seen it before, it's super detailed, so much personality in just this little figure. Again, far from exclusive. I think he came in, what, 4 sets in the first wave? But it is nice to have another way to get him. I appreciate his inclusion here. And so, overall, would I recommend this set? This one really disappoints me to talk about, because I want to recommend it, right? It comes with an exclusive Cole who's a really cool minifigure, and it's our first full set for Arin, one of the new ninja, and I want to support the idea of more Arin sets, more Sora sets. Sora's actually been doing pretty good in sets. But yeah, this is Arin's first set all to himself. He had the set with Lloyd in the first wave. But yeah, the color scheme's amazing, and the build is genuinely quite fun. It's not like spectacular or anything, but I do have fun with it, and I think kids would especially really like it too. But man, this price, what were they thinking? I cannot in my right mind recommend this for $50 in the US. Now, if you're in a country where it's a little bit cheaper and it doesn't feel as bad, or if you find this on sale eventually, I would say I'd probably recommend it. I still wouldn't call it a must-have set, like especially if you don't care about completing the Ninja collection, if you don't need this Cole minifigure. There's certainly better sets on the market. It's far from my favorite of this wave, but if you find it on sale or you can just get past the price, I do still like the actual build of the set. But yeah, my biggest critique is honestly that price point. 35 would have been perfect, 40 would have been pushing it, but like that would be a lot more justifiable. 50 though is absurd. Like there is no reason you should ever buy this for 50, unless you really want this Cole minifigure right away, which I do get. If Lion wasn't sending these to me, I probably would be buying this right away for that Cole minifigure, but I would be very angry about it. But of course, those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think of this set in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you're new, and make sure to let me know in the comments which March 2024 Ninjago set you want to see an early review on next. But as for this video, I think that's about all I have to say, so thanks for watching everybody, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!